Okay, everybody, how'd that go? Were you able to contact your upline and contact your organization? Who had results? Share, Sandra?
Well, Lorraine and I share the same upline diamond, who's almost always unreachable. And we just made a three-way call just now, and his mailbox was full, so we couldn't speak to him. So we made our own commitments to each other because we work very closely together. I consider her my upline and she considers me her upline. And we're not even on the same line, so we don't benefit from each other at all, but we support each other completely. And so we made our commitments and what we have to do with our teams. And I reached out to a second level associate whose sponsor is doing nothing. And unfortunately, he was driving, but we've made an appointment to speak at noon, at 12 noon. And I spoke to another associate who is in and out of being, she's reached Director 700, but almost never reaches that pay level. And so she told me on the phone that what she wants to do, and we're going to meet Saturday afternoon and strategize.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And if your upline diamond is unreachable or whatever, then you go up and you go up and you go up and you go up until you reach somebody who is actively engaged in the trenches that will support you. So don't just stop in your upline diamond. Your upline diamond has an upline diamond also. Okay. Just keep going up, 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 up. There is somebody guaranteed in your upline that will help you. And but I love what you've done, saying, you know what, I'm the captain of my own ship, and I'm just, Lorraine and I have a thing going on, and you know, we're already diamond in our minds, so it doesn't really matter. So we'd rather work this way. It's your business, so you do whatever you want. And it sounds like that's a pretty good plan. So thanks so much, Sandra, for sharing. Anybody else?
Keith is upside down.
Keith is upside down. I know. Well, I hope his too much blood doesn't go to his head. I don't know.
So I had the same result. I didn't get a hold of my diamond, but Deb and I do the same exact thing as Sandra and Lorraine. We work side by side, and so we're going to just be each other's upline and get busy and get the calls done.
There you go. Here's the thing. I mean, you know, let me just shed something that we learned from Eric Worre this weekend. We had a leadership mastermind for people that had built a gold business and above. And he went around the room to people that were physically in his home, as well as the people that were on Zoom for this leadership mastermind. And he put 5 characteristics. Maybe Bo can help me with this, because I'm sure you've got your notes there. But he put 5 characteristics down on a piece of paper. And he said, I want you to look at these 5 characteristics, and I want you to think about how many people in your organization actually have all 5. And, you know, you got people in the room that have 60,000, 70,000 people in their organization. But out of all of those people, he said, I bet you don't have more than 25 people that fit all 5 of those characteristics. And as we went around the room, that became more and more and more true. So our number, I think, was about 10 people in our entire organization. We've got about 30,000 people in our organization. We have about 10 people that had all 5 characteristics. So just remember, you're going to have a lot of people in your organization. 70% of the people are not going to do anything. A small percentage of the people are going to do something. But it's
you know what, I've got the numbers right here that Eric shared with us, and it was talking about how 70% of let me finish, because there are different percentages on what you're talking about. Eric says 70% of the people will recruit 0 people. 20% of the people will recruit between 1 and 2 people. 5% will recruit between 3 and 5. 3% will recruit between 6 and 9 people in their entire career with ASEA. And 2% of the people will recruit 10 plus. So 70% of your recruits really come from 2% of the people. Now, that doesn't mean we're not gonna work with everybody and all those kind of things, but you just have to realize when it comes to numbers, that this is how it plays out overall in the big picture. Now, Cindy was talking about the 5 attributes that these 2%ers, 2 to 5%ers actually have. And the first one is independent. They're independent people, independent of you, independent self-starters. Number 2 is problem solvers. They're not coming to you with all their problems. It's fine if they have challenges and they want to, see if you can help them, but they're problem solvers and they work to get things solved. Number 3, and this is the huge one that we all talk about, and that's consistency. They're consistent in getting their 2+ tools out a day, consistent getting you on the phone for 3 ways. Just in general, they're consistent. And they have a big vision for the team as well as the company. And the other one is that they create action. They go into action and they create action in their team by creating assignments, asking to fulfill challenges, etc. So I know you were going down that list, Cindy, of the percentages, but I had the exact numbers he was talking about. So.
Yeah, so that's a reality check. So when you're reaching out to your team, have realistic expectations. You are of the 2%. You wouldn't be on this call every day if you weren't of the 2%. Okay. Right. We listen with our eyes, and you guys are here every single day consistently. Okay. You're obviously willing, you're obviously hungry, and you're obviously coachable. Okay. You are the 20 people that are on this Zoom every day, physically on this Zoom, not just Facebook Live, but interacting on this Zoom, just are the people that we are looking for. So out of the sea of people that are out there, you don't know that those 5 descriptors, look like Cosimo or look like Carol or look like Lorraine. You don't know what that person looks like. The only way to know that Benita is one of those people, that Copycat's one of those people, that Deb's one of those people, that Sharon is one of those people, that Harrison's one of those people, is you have to get to know them. You have to talk to them. You have to ask them questions. You have to listen. You have to give them assignments and then see if they actually do the assignment. So anyway, this is all about making this intangible business tangible and doing it in a way where you don't feel like a failure. Okay. There's, I don't know, Bo, if you have these notes handy. If you do, cut me off and just say, here are the exact numbers. But there's 4 stages in network marketing. And you got those numbers there handy, Bo? The first stage is, going from 0 to 6 figures.
I've got them. Okay. His 4 stages are 0 to $100,000. And that is all about grit, all about working hard. You're wondering what the hell's going on. I'm not getting paid enough for this. You're doing everything and praying that duplication happens, but it's definitely, if it's to be, it's up to me, and you're working it. And that's from 0 to $100,000. From $100,000 to $250,000, what people are working on is duplication, figuring out and working on training people so that they can train people so that they can train people and create duplication within your business. Number 3, 250,000 to $1 million a year. It is all about being a master promoter, promoting the next event, promoting convention, promoting like last Saturday's Super Saturday. It's all about promotion, getting people there, because we know people make decisions at big events. So promote the next event, get as many people to every event as possible so that you can leverage that, and you can have 10 to 50 people in front of leaders that know what they're talking about and being third-party validation instead of just yourself or one other person. And you're going like, God, I wish so-and-so was here. I wish so-and-so was here. Again, 250,000 to $1 million is our people that are working on promotion. And $1 million plus are leadership development. In other words, you are working on developing yourself as a leader. Well, I mean, you've already developed yourself as a leader, but you're sharing that knowledge and working with people to build themselves as leaders, to become a leader of leaders. And each one of those sections, 0 to 100K, it's about grit and hard work. 100K to 250K, all about building duplication within your business and your team. $250,000 to $1 million is all about promotion. And $1 million plus is leadership development. That doesn't mean if you're in between 0 and 100K that you can't promote the next event, does it? Right? The sooner you start becoming the leader that you want to be and that other people want to follow is, when people will jump on board. And therefore, definitely you still want to work on leadership development in your team. It's just when, you get to those other levels of income, what you're really concentrating on that level. But the more that we can integrate in that into our business now, the better off we'll be, and people will just start fitting into those pieces, right? And sharing this information with your team allows them to do the same, because we don't know what we don't know, right? And this little list from Eric is a great reminder and a great story to tell, so that people can start understanding what they don't know. And we can't do anything about it if we don't know it, right? Those are the numbers, hon.
And so when you're talking to people and they say, you know what, network marketing doesn't work, that's because they're in that grit phase. And if you think about the penny doubled example, if I give you a penny today and promise to double it every single day for the next 31 days, or I'm going to hand you $1 million today, which one are you going to pick? Most people pick the $1 million. But if you understand the idea of geometric progression, of compounding, of leverage, right? Then you understand that penny doubled is going to be $10 million by day 31. Okay. It's the same when you look at the organization, on day 20, you still only got I don't know what the numbers are, but like $7,000. And you're like, oh my gosh, I should have taken the $1 million, but and this is what happens with your goals. We're going to hit May 1st here pretty soon. People are going to start to panic. Oh, July 4th is around the corner. Yikes. How is this ever going to happen? Right. And so here's the thing. As you get closer to your goal, that's when most people quit. That is when the coal starts being developed into a diamond, because the pressure starts to mount. Your doubts and your fears are going to get loud in your head, and you're going to have the discipline to shut those voices off and feed the other wolf and start marching closer and closer and closer to your goal, not worrying about how it's going to happen, knowing that you're the magnet that's going to attract whatever needs to make that goal happen into your world. And you have to have faith, and you have to listen, and you have to continue to march boldly in the direction of your dreams, regardless of what life circumstances throws in your path. That's the universe testing you, saying, most people can't make it. Most people can't make it. Are you a champion? Are you a champion? Or are you a quitter? Can you do this? Can you do this? I bet you can't. Bet you can't. You're like, yes, I can. Look out of my way. Join me or get out of my way. Right? So you just got to have that grit and that determination, that focus towards the target. And that's what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls, the champions from the quitters. Okay. So it's going to get hairy. Trust me, between now and 4th of July, bring it on, bring it. Okay. Welcome it. Okay. Don't hide from it. Don't cower from it. Don't run from it. Bring it. Gosh darn it. This world deserves to know about this company, and this world deserves to have you as their leader. Okay. Step into those shoes and, put your shoulders back and know that you've got everything it takes to go wherever you want to go. All right. Perfect. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Hey, Cindy, you talk to us like
Thank
you
you.
think none of us are making $100,000.
Is that a week or a month, Benita?